Hey, sick. We're live, man.
All right. Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Braden. I run a YouTube channel, and yeah, I'm excited to be a part of this IAL thing, and I have a lot of faith in it that it's going to succeed. Um, so, question I have for you is, how did you get involved in all this?
Yeah, I mean, Tom, our COO, Tom Mitchell, hunted me down. He's looking for the best talent in each space. So I think he's a man on a mission, and he found me. He found me. He tracked me down. But with you, man, you don't only have a YouTube channel, man. You have one of the most notable videos on arena football history. So I mean, what did that do for you coming out with that video? What was it like? Did you
It-
know it was gonna take
It's
off?
crazy. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to take off. It seems like the videos that I least expect to do well are the ones that do well. And I just made that video, and I actually originally was just going to scrap it. I got like halfway done, and I'm like, I don't know if I like the way I was talking or if I like the way I put this together. I might as well just scrap it, but I decided I'll just post it, and it can't hurt to post it. And it just like blew up. It's my most watched video and has like 50K views or something. And so that's pretty
That's
crazy
sick.
because I have 2,000 subscribers. So like getting 50K views is pretty crazy. And yeah, and then I got that email from Levi, and um, I don't check my email that much, and so I didn't see it at first, and then like a month later, I responded to him, and he's like, "Yeah, let's get you on a Zoom call, and we can talk about it." And so that's how I got pulled into all this, and I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to help promote the league and all that.
That's awesome, man. Isn't it crazy? Like we got fans from all over the world, and not many leagues have been able to do that. We got Michael Klein tuning in from Dusseldorf. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy. And football overseas, American football anyway, it's growing. With all the NFL games that have been taking place in Europe, the sport is getting more popular over there, and it's awesome that it's becoming more of a global sport. I think it's smart, like what the NBA has done. They've kind of made it more of a global sport, and now you have all the best players in the NBA are all Europeans, and so I think that if football is able to do that as well, they're going to get some people that are interested in American football over in Europe, and they're going to want to come to America and play. And so I think it's smart to make it more of a global sport.
I mean, they've got to love it. It's one of the best things America has to offer. What was it like for you too? I know I'm flipping the script interviewing you, but I'm
Yeah.
curious to know what was it like when you were going through your research for the video on the arena football history? How'd you do that?
So I just started from the beginning. I'm like, I might as well tell the story as it was from the beginning. And basically, for those who don't know, the sport started out in the 1980s. Somebody, his name's Jim. I can't remember the guy's
Jim
last name.
Foster, man, Jim
Yeah, Jim
Foster.
Foster. Yeah, and he was watching indoor soccer, and he had the idea to do indoor football, and it just kind of like from there, it just kind of morphed into what it later became. It didn't start off, this big, popular thing. It was kind of more of an esoteric, small thing that not many people knew about. But the '90s is really where it started to take off, and it got more and more popular. And one of the first really good players was actually Antonio Brown's dad. His name was Touchdown Eddie Brown. And he was one of the very first stars of the Arena Football League that was like a household name that everybody knew about. And it's funny because in the last live I did, somebody said, "Are you guys gonna have Antonio Brown play for your league?" And it was a joke, but it's funny because his dad actually was like one of the pioneers of America of arena football. So it's like it's kind of funny that his name was brought
Of
up.
course, of course, of course.
Yeah.
So,
So
what else? What most fascinated you about kind of the history of arena football? Like, what do you think in those early years really made it take off, in your opinion?
I think the fan atmosphere is what made it take off because fans were closer to the action than in outdoor football, and I think that made it feel more personal. And they were able to kind of become attached to their hometown team in a way that is not really happening in NFL. And also just the atmosphere. You know, everyone's packed into an arena. It's loud. It's they're doing like halftime shows. It's just the atmosphere and showing up to the game and the experience. I think one of the reason people enjoyed arena football so much is that going there was it was like a whole experience. It wasn't just the game. It was, you know, the feeling of being close to the players. It was watching the halftime shows. Obviously the game was the main attraction, but it was like the whole thing all together, and I think that's what made it popular. I used to go
And
to
you can speak on that from your own experiences too.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, I used to go to Utah Blaze games all the time when I was a kid. I think that they folded in 2009 or 2010 when I was in high school when they folded. But I was going to games from the time I was like 10 years old until pretty much right up until they folded operations. And I can't remember exactly what happened. I think that they just had financial issues or something, but the team folded. And then for a while, we didn't have any team in Utah that was arena football. And then we got, there was a team called the Utah Screaming Eagles that lasted like 2 years and then they folded too. So Utah fans, I'll tell you what, they're like the most passionate sports fans that you'll ever meet. And so they're itching for arena football to return to Salt Lake City, and they're excited too. I've been looking online, and people are excited for the IAL. They're
they should
looking
be.
forward to it. Yeah, yeah, and especially people in Utah too, because like I said, the arena football we haven't had it in forever, so we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, there's something like you were saying. It's a simple thing, just the excitement behind being able to go to a game, and that's something that's kind of been missing nowadays. Like you have to pay an arm and a leg
Exactly.
to
Yeah.
have a touch of that, and just being able to bring that local experience back to the fans. That's what we're all about. We have someone like Kareem Lewis leading the charge, and is focused on making sure that fans' experience are to the max, to the max capability, and each person within the IAL has the experience, and we're also up to the challenge, of going international, and it's exciting. It's exciting. So for my role as the director of video, I've been here from the jump, witnessing everything, and documenting everything, and seeing, how it really is. It's not an easy thing to do, but everyone that's here is up for the challenge, definitely.
I think the international aspect is going to be a really exciting part because most arena football leagues have been just America, maybe like a few Canadian teams, but no one's really tried to do arena football overseas, at least that I know of. And so this is a unique aspect, and I think it's a novel idea that people are really going to rock with. So I'm pretty excited for it, and I think that especially fans overseas, they've never really been exposed to arena football. And so getting them to know the indoor version of football is going to be super exciting.
Yeah, I think that international aspect is the key factor that is going to evolve what we've seen from arena football in the past, and it could be what really makes everything work out. I just know there's such a hunger for football overseas, and then bringing those rivalries and that competition back to the states too. That's what I'm looking forward to, the different storylines, and what could be
Exactly.
happening. It's exciting. Like even anything from tailgating, and who has the best fans, who brings the most energy.
Exactly.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, and it's gonna be exciting for the fans too because for the fans that get season tickets, if their team wins the championship, they get it renewed. So it's like giving back to the fans and showing appreciation to the fans because without you guys, the fans, we wouldn't have jobs, and so we're grateful. We're grateful for the people that are excited about this league and that are going to show up and support. And people overseas too. Like there was a new league that just started called the European League Football, and it's super popular. People love watching American football overseas, so I'm pretty excited. And I think that each fan base is going to have their own unique style, their own unique traditions, and so I'm looking forward to it big time.
What do you think? Like, how would you predict, or what do you think about fans win two? What will it do to the fans? You know, how will it change things for the fans?
Well, I think that it's going to give fans incentive to show up and support their team by buying season tickets, and I think that it's going to make it so that more fans show up. I think people are already going to show up because it's exciting, but I also think that getting people to um, buy those season tickets, that's a great way to give back to the fans that show up and support their team. And I think what it's going to do is create a culture and atmosphere within each fan base, where each fan base has their own unique traditions. Like, for instance, the New Orleans Voodoo that played in the original Arena Football League, their fan section was called the Graveyard, and they like would have these these bones, not real bones, but like fake bones, and they pound on drums and like it just unique traditions like that. I think that are going to develop within each individual fan base. And I think that getting more season tickets is a good thing because it gives more of an opportunity for unique traditions to form within those fan bases.
It's exciting. I know. It just shows that we're all about the fans. Like, I don't know another league that has done anything for that. And you just think about how much fans give to their sports just without expecting much in return a lot of times. But with this, they get a chance to really be a part of things. And I'm just excited to see what that'll do for them. We
Yeah,
got a,
exactly.
oh, sorry. What was,
Oh no, go ahead.
yeah, we got a comment from Michael Klein. So right now things are a bit complicated. The European League of Football has broken up, and we fans in Europe really want to see football. Wouldn't it be super cool if the IAL played in Europe? Well, we will be. What do you think of that?
Yeah, and that shows right there that people are excited for it. And I've seen Michael Klein in chat a lot, and we appreciate your support. You're one of our European fans, and we appreciate support all over the place, but especially overseas, because it's still growing overseas, and so we appreciate any support that's going to help it grow. And so we're very appreciative of you paying attention and of your excitement, Michael.
Yeah, isn't it exciting though that Michael gets to be a part of something from the scratch. He might end up being just a super fan for the Dusseldorf team, and that's pretty awesome that you get to set in traditions from the jump, and say you're a part of something from the beginning. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because speaking for myself here, football and more broadly sports, but especially football, has really kind of what made life worth living. You know, I can't imagine a life without sports. I know that sounds kind of crazy to say, but I really can't imagine a life without it. And football has always been my number one. It's been my number one love since pretty much ever since the time I could even understand what football is. And so, for a lot of people, you know, we're just regular average Joes, and having something to look forward to day in and day out, where we can say, hey, you know, I'm going to a game this weekend, and I'm going to cheer on my favorite IAL team. That's something special, and I think people don't understand the value that actually brings because um, it gives you something to look forward to. You're having a crappy day at work. Well, tomorrow I get to go to a game, you know, type of thing.
Definitely. And if you go to those games, you're going to be right there with the players and everyone else, and it's going to be a show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the awesome part is too, it's going to be very interactive. I talked to Coach Hollywood, a few days ago, and he said one of his big things is that he likes to reach out to the community and get involved within the community. And I think that that's one of the things that's going to help fan bases grow because when they see that the team cares about the community, they're going to show up and they're going to support.
Yeah, I think it's just important for the kids, just or anyone, just to have those experiences too. I mean, as much as we can have that influence and be positive, I mean, it's just a win-win for everyone. So, I mean, we're looking forward to that for sure. Uh, we got a comment, Kareen. Michael won 2 free season tickets last night. He answered former receiver Pro Scott Coleman's answer correctly. Thank you, Tom Mitchell, for giving our fans opportunities each week. Yeah, I mean, tune
Congrats,
into the
Michael.
lives. Tune into the lives. You never know what could happen.
We do giveaways all the time. So tune into the live, and you might be the next person to win the season tickets.
I think we should also give you guys a look into the documentary we've been developing. Let's run a trailer really quick. Hold on, you guys. Bear with me.
Arena football has always been fast, fierce and unforgettable, but now it's built to last. This is the International Arena Football League, where stability meets innovation and rivalries cross not just states, but oceans. From America to Europe and beyond, the world's best are colliding on one stage. And for the first time ever, the fans are in the driver's seat. This isn't just a league, it's your league. Welcome to the future of football. In this inaugural season, we embark on a journey to crown the first Arena World Champion. The final showdown takes place in Las Vegas, with a $2 million grand prize on the line. The question is, who will walk away with the jackpot?
I think it's so awesome that the playoffs and the championship all take place in one location. I think it's a pretty neat idea.
And that location will be Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, yeah.
You know, where it all happens.
Las Vegas is awesome. I live 2 hours away from Las Vegas, so I go there all the time. It's an awesome city.
Definitely. What would you like to see out of a documentary about the IAL? What are some things that you would love to see?
I would like to see the kind of like hard knocks, if you know what that is. It's with the NFL, how they go behind the scenes. I'd like to see filming practices, player dynamics, player coach dynamics, and really build like those storylines, you know, because each player is trying to, you know, be a starter. There's less starters because it's 8-on-8 football. So there's more competition to see who's going to get the starting spot. And so I think building those player storylines and kind of showcasing the behind the scenes, the dynamic and all of that, I think that's something that I want to see in the documentary.
Definitely. Well, stay tuned. And what do you imagine it's like for these guys kind of getting ready for the tryouts and stuff? What do you think that's like?
Well, I'm sure that it's nerve-wracking. You know, they don't know, you know, where their football career is going. For a lot of these guys, they're just trying to live their dream. And so they're just trying to make money playing football. And for a person like me, I was never good enough to play football. I played a little in high school, but I wasn't, you know, very good. And so I imagine it's the same way as me trying to make a career in sports media. You know, these guys, all they want to do is just be that household name, you know, be the next big star. And I think the IAL is going to give them a path to do that. And with the fan base we already have, people are already excited. And so I think that these players understand that. They know that this is their chance to shine.
Definitely. You're on the right track with that. 100%.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about arena football in particular?
Just the intimacy, I think. With my experience previously working in the NBA G League, I kind of got to see the difference between the NBA and the G League, and I prefer the G League because I think as a fan, you can really have that chance and that opportunity to connect with some amazing athletes. I just think when you think of the NFL and when you think of these leagues, they have a set number of players that they can hold, but there's just so much more talent in the world. So I think just being able to create a platform for all these other talented individuals is exciting. And as a fan, you have more of an opportunity to really connect. So that's what excites me the most, I'd say. We got a comment here from Michael again, super fan, Michael Klein. I'm really looking forward to the new team in Dusseldorf, and thank you so much again for the season tickets. Well, you should be excited, too, to find out what the team name is coming soon.
Yeah, that's super exciting, Michael. We're glad that you were able to win those season tickets. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I think that when it comes to arena football, too, like you said, there's a closeness to it. And everybody picks their favorite team and they fall in love with it. But I think when it comes to arena football, it's going to be kind of extra special because you're able to see those players up close, do fan meetups, all of that. And I think that's one thing that's going to propel this league forward.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of is about the football and what happens on the field, but it's an experience behind everything else, and that's what makes it different, I think, too, and is exciting to see. Even yesterday at the office, we had some really talented people come in and give us a pyrotechnics presentation.
Oh, that's awesome. That's dope.
I mean, it's fascinating to kind of see how it works before they actually bring everything into life. They do kind of a 3D modeling and animation. So to envision what things could actually look like on the field was exciting, to say the least.
That's awesome. Yeah, and like you said, the NFL has a certain number of players that they can keep, but there's a far bigger number that are talented and that are just itching to play football. There's tons of guys that they might be the best at their high school or the best at their college, but for one reason or another, we're unable to make an NFL team. And so this league gives those guys a chance to live out their dream. And I think that doing that is invaluable. Giving someone hope, giving someone the opportunity to live their dream, I think is something that goes beyond just football. It's like a service. It's like humanitarian almost. You're helping people out.
Well, I think for the players, I think it's just exciting. They have a platform where they get to play internationally. And I mean, I think you see other leagues trying to step into the international space, but this is what we're all about. And I think just having that, it's something that hasn't really been done. And to step in and do something for the first time, there's a lot of opportunity that comes with that. So, I mean, I can just envision players getting a lot of love on both sides of the pond. So, I mean,
exactly, yeah. And the first time I started to realize that European fans love football, I watched this YouTube channel. The guy's name's Silas Nasita. He played at Baylor. He's a fullback, and he ended up going overseas and playing for a team over there called the Frankfurt Galaxy. And he played there for a while, and he would tell all his stories about his playing days and what it was like to play overseas. And all the comments were just people from Germany just being like, "We love you, man. We miss the Frankfurt Galaxy. We love that team." And just thousands of comments of just people from Germany just saying how much they loved American football. And I think that just goes to show that there's a hunger for it.
Oh man, and you just see how amazing. I mean, I'm looking forward to going over there to just witnessing and experiencing the vibe and the culture of just the fans over there in different sports. They're just amazing. Even when they bring basketball or just basketball over there, you can just see how crazy the fans are and that energy. But even here in the States, it's like we're going to match that energy. We're going to bring something that we have for our own, and each team is going to have its own theme, like you were saying earlier. So kind of seeing the development of that and facing off different themes and the rivalries that are going to be bursting from that, that's what we're looking forward to.
Yeah, exactly. And I remember going to Blaze games. The Delta Center was always packed. That's like a 20,000 seat arena, and it was always packed. It was like it was hard to get tickets a lot of times because so many people wanted to go. And I think it's going to be that way everywhere. I think that every city that the IAL is in has a hunger for arena football, and I think that's why Tom's a very smart guy. That's why he chose the cities he did, because he knows that those are the cities that really want arena football, that are excited about it.
Certainly, and it's been a very diligent process, just making sure that everything works out together. You're only as strong as your weakest link. So we've been patient and trying to make sure that we're bringing the best product to the fans, something that they'll be able to watch for years to come. So we're very thankful for the opportunity that we have at hand.
Yeah, and I'm excited for the Las Vegas team and the Salt Lake team. So Salt Lake's my home state, Utah, but I'm actually closer to Vegas. I'm 2 hours away from Vegas and 4 away from Salt Lake. So I'm excited for both teams. I feel like I have two teams to cheer for. And I plan on going to a lot of Las Vegas Rockers games. I love Orleans Arena. It's a super nice place and cool atmosphere. They do basketball tournaments there that I've been to. And so I'm excited to get my tickets and go to Las Vegas Rockers games. I can't wait for the season to kick off.
Definitely. Who do you think? We got the Cincinnati Slingers and the Glasgow Tardens, the Las Vegas Rockers currently announced. What do you think of like the different brands so far and the different collection of teams that we've kind of assembled so far?
Well, like I said, I really like the Rockers. I think they have a really cool color scheme, as well as just a cool name, And so I like them the most. But also we got the Slingers. I think that's a really cool name for Cincinnati and the Tartans as well. I'm looking forward to seeing more team names and what they're going to be called. I've been tuning into the lives just like everybody else because I'm eager to hear.
100%. I mean, you look at the Rockers, and I think behind that name is obviously rock music, but you also look at kind of the area around Las Vegas, and there's these beautiful mountains. So I think with each team, there's an identity behind them. You look at the Slingers, and you think of the history of all the great quarterbacks that have come out of Cincinnati, and then
Exactly.
Glasgow, the Tardans, and just the importance of Tartan to their culture and stuff. It's awesome. It's unique. Like there's not going to be a collection of anything like this in sports.
Yeah, and I think that giving it that unique identity is going to make the fans fall in love with the team even more, because each team will be named in a way that it's special to that particular place. And so I think that giving fans that identity is gonna make them fall in love with the team even more.
And that's something that with each team we've been, just developing and building from scratch. So you got to do things the right way. So it takes time, and it's a very exciting process to kind of learn about each location. So when they all come out, it'll be amazing to see all the logos on the sheet.
That is going to be awesome. So what's your favorite part about working with the IAL in particular?
We're building something from scratch, something that no one has done before. And I'm just up for it's just the challenge of that. It's the opportunity of knowing where we will be at the end of the day. And everything that it's going to take to get there, you got to love the process and enjoy the process. So the opportunity that we have at hand, I'd say for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And the next team that we will be announcing will be coming out on December 3rd, Salt Lake City. So everyone from Salt Lake, stay tuned. This will be your team.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I actually know what it is, but I won't say nothing. Tom actually told me, but I'm not going to say nothing. You guys have to wait till December 3rd. So give it another month, and we'll announce the Salt Lake City team name. So it's going to be exciting, guys. Having this IAL thing, it's something that people are yearning for, So it's going to be awesome.
Definitely. All right, bro. I'm gonna give you one last question. Anything you want to know about the IAL?
Anything at all? Have to think for a second. You've done a good job answering everything I wanted to know. So I guess the question I would want to know is, what is the plan for long-term viability? I know that it's very difficult for leagues that are not named the NFL to succeed, just because the NFL has kind of almost completely cornered the market. But what is the plan to make this succeed long term?
Well, I will say there definitely is a plan, and you want to find out what that plan is, you tune into the documentary when it releases. Because I've been here for months, dedicating my life to just learning the ins and outs of how a sports league comes together, and how it's going to work. So I try to illustrate that all in this documentary. So we're really excited. It's something that a lot more people should be doing, as far as just documenting the process of building something from scratch. So we're looking forward to those things coming out when it releases.
Awesome. That's so great to hear.
Well, thank you for everyone for tuning in today, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week on more streams.
Thank you, guys, and be sure to tune into the lives. We do giveaways all the time, and go to LasVegasRockers.com if you're in the Vegas area. You can purchase tickets. I recommend you do that fast because tickets are going to go really, really fast.
Definitely, you get it's a tremendous deal going on right now to be able to get season tickets for a great price, and you get taken care of for the whole season.
Yeah, it's literally fun for the whole family, and at an affordable rate. Very few things today you're able to do for an affordable price, but you can have fun with your whole family for a reasonable price.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the perfect thing. Like if you have family visiting you in town and you just need something to do, you want to have some fun, it's the thing to do for sure. That's what we're building.
Yeah.
All right. See you, BD.
Awesome.